Hello everyone, I am Vidhi and this is my first YouTube video. Today we'll be studying about what are functions. So basically, function means the purpose for which something is defined or exists that is allotted a role. But in mathematics, it is defined as specific law, that is, a relation from a set of inputs to a set of possible outputs, where each input is related to exactly one output. I again mention exactly one output. Well, to understand how functions work, it will help if we start by naming two states, the input set and the output set. A function is something that takes each value from an input set and relates it or maps it to a value in an output set. These inputs and output have special math name. Also, the input set is known as domain and output set as range. Where we list input and output, we call it a function table. Now let's take an example of function table. Now let's say the rule is or function is output the number of sides. So as you can see in the image of difference table, on the one column it is written input and on other side output. So if we write input as triangle, then the output we would get as 3, as triangle has 3 sides, and all output in this table will apply for same, like square output is 4 and so on it will continue. But the most of the function that you will encounter in algebra will be a little more abstract than that. They will usually relate one variable to another variable in the form of an equation like this one, y equals 2x. So, in this equation, if we treat x the set of numbers that we can input and y is the set of numbers that we get as outputs, now let's try to solve this by making a function table. For this, we could choose any value for x, but let's take it simple for the first stage. So now, let's take our input that is x as 1, 2, 3. Now, by applying the function or rule, we could say that our output is y equals 2 into 1. That is, our output is 2. So, in the first equation, we got our answer as 2. Now, let's move on to the second. In second, we would be apply the same function as we applied on the first. That is, y equals 2 into 2. So, our next output will be 4. Now, applying the function same as in the second and first, I got the answer of the third as 6. Now let's relate a function with graph. For representing these functions on the graph, here I have made a function table, and remember, every function has x and y coordinate to represent on the graph. Beside the function table, I have made an ordered pad of input x and output. Now the ordered pad that we made earlier, I have inserted it in a graph. Connecting all those blue points, we would get a linear function graph. Before we wrap it up, let's talk about some common function notation that are pretty confusing when first time we see it in our math book. Till now, we would have been writing as y equals 2x or y equals x plus 1, right? But now, in math book, we see it fx equals 2x or fx equals x plus 1. Now, don't get confused about these things. These things have been written like f refers to function, x refers to the input that is domain, and y as range that is output. So now, don't get confused about these things and stay tuned. Before you leave, please like, share and subscribe my channel. Have a wonderful day.